Tonight on the Local Live, tragedy in the village of Mamaroneck as a 2-year-old is dead and her mother's charged with attempted murder of 2 police. Foam in the Sheldrake and Mamaroneck rivers surfaces again. The Mamaroneck Village Fire Department will get new portable radios after 15 years. And learn how you can help us put our mural together piece by piece. Good evening. It's Thursday, May 3rd. I'm Maura Carlin. Welcome to the Local Live. Police rushed to a 911 call on Chestnut Avenue in Mamaroneck around 1:30 in the afternoon Saturday, April 28th. They found a 2-year-old injured and in need of medical treatment. And as they searched further, they found the child's mother, 28-year-old Cynthia Arce, armed with a knife. After she refused orders to disarm, the police tasered her but were unable to stop her from attacking. She injured 2 officers before they shot and subdued her. The child, her mother, and 4 officers were taken to the hospital where the child was declared dead. The others were treated for injuries. Low HUD reported that on Friday, police went to the home with a court order for Arce to hand over the child to the father, Stephen Boyd, who was also present that evening. Arce refused to comply. Police left, reportedly unsure if they had the authority to enter the home to take the child. Low HUD also reported that Westchester Child Protective Services had visited the home that same day, but left when no one answered the door, according to Boyd's lawyer. No further information has been released on the cause of the child's death, and autopsy results are pending. A GoFundMe page was set up Tuesday morning to help the family and has already surpassed its $10,000 goal. Arce has been charged with 2 counts of attempting to murder 2 police officers. It is not clear whether she'll be charged in the child's death. Arce did not appear at Mamaroneck Village Court today, May 3rd, as she is still recovering from her injuries. Her lawyer spoke to the press after appearing before Village Judge Daniel Gallagher.
First of all, this is a tragedy. We have 1 young life that's been lost, another hanging in the balance, and everybody please just remember that and be mindful of that and be respectful of that. In the last few days, let's say in the realm of human affairs, it's kind of natural for people to want to blame and point fingers, and it makes us feel better to kind of attach blame and for some reason it really relieves us. But in tragedies like this, in situations like this, it's so critical to reserve judgment and not try to guess and speculate and point fingers. People have been placing blame on the police, the Mamaroneck Village Police Department and the District Attorney's Office and the Child Protective Services and my client. And I think for everyone involved, we don't have even nearly, and we don't have an ounce of facts or evidence. And it's important to gather all the facts, gather all the evidence before people start to theorize and start to blame and point fingers. So I just hope that everyone keeps that in mind as they're kind of sharing feelings about this case and about what happened. Let's just take a deep breath and wait for the facts and evidence to materialize.
When the Local Live contacted Village of Mamaroneck Police, the department directed all queries to Village Attorney Robert Spalzino, who offered no comment as the investigation is ongoing. Arce is due back in Mamaroneck Village Court on May 17th, and we will continue to follow this story. Foam found floating on the Mamaroneck and Sheldrake rivers has the attention of the Mamaroneck Village Board, which discussed the issue at its April 23rd work session.
There have been questions about recurring foam in the rivers, especially in Columbus Park. There was an email today from the, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it, from the village engineer about the testing he did the other day, and that he witnessed. So, I mean, a question that has been raised, you know, this is testing for organic matter, and if it's, you know, if it's grease, if it's soap, you know, from somebody's wash machine, is there another test that should be done, or is this?
I mean, based on everything I see, we're doing the standard tests that you would look for in this situation.
Engineers last tested the foam in February 2017. Only 1 of 8 samples showed any contamination at that time, and that was a nearly undetectable amount of soap. Now, more samples will be tested. The Village of Mamaroneck's all-volunteer fire department recently requested new portable radios. The current radios are 15 years old, and the fire chief suggested repairs would be more expensive than purchasing new units. The Board of Trustees agreed and authorized the purchase of 42 new radios for around $161,000.
On behalf of the Village of Mamaroneck Fire Department, myself, Chief Primrose, and Chief Costa wish to thank the Village Board of Trustees, Mayor, Assistant Manager, and Village Manager for the fireground radios. What a lot of people don't know in the village that had just moved in is that we're all a volunteer fire department. We have about 200 members right now. 115 of those members are what we call interior firefighters. Those are the guys that will go into a fire at a moment's notice and are qualified to do anything that we ask them. This is basically our lifeline. Like you said, in 9/11, we lost a lot of good men because their radios did not work. If our radios were not to work, we'd be in the same boat, you know, just in a smaller version. So that being said, thanks for keeping us safe to keep you safe in this great village. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy.
I'm a reporter, I'm a producer, I'm a writer.
I am a news anchor. I am a producer.
I am a news editor.
I am the technical director.
I am a reporter. I am an anchor.
I volunteer for the local Live because I'm a proud resident of Larchmont and Mamaroneck, and I like to give back to the community.
I volunteer for the local Live because I believe in bringing the news into your living room.
I volunteer for the local Live because I believe in leadership, support, and success in a community.
I volunteer at the local Live because it's a fun learning experience, and I know each week I come, I can learn something new.
I volunteer for the local Live because I believe in community television.
As a spring intern at the local Live, I learned new skills like video, editing, and production, and furthered my skills as a writer. The internship gave me confidence as I embarked on my journey through the world of journalism.
We are the local Live.
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 And now Nick Gutierrez gives us a rundown of high school sports.
Welcome back to the local Live. I'm Nick Gutierrez. This past week, the Rhinebeck girls lacrosse team had what appeared to be a tough game on paper against an evenly matched Hastings Yellow Jacket team as we picked things up tied at 1 apiece in the first half. Hastings' Bekalitsky went at it alone, evading a slew of Rhinebeck defenders in the process and finishing with ease. Minutes later, Rhinebeck's Kathleen De Silva cuts inside and fires home for the goal. Then, Bekalitsky continued to pepper the Panthers' goal when her shot deflects off the post. The Yellow Jackets recycled possession to an open Samantha Gabay, who stormed the goal unopposed and coolly finished. Litsky continued to cause the Panthers all sorts of problems defensively, as she was the architect of another Hastings goal. Here, she carried the ball up the midfield, evading multiple Rhinebeck defenders in the process. She played the ball up to a wide-open Clara Lima, who lost her footing before composing herself and coolly finishing. Down 6-3, Rhinebeck's Juju Spencer rounded her defender and scored. Moments later, Spencer scored again with the same move which brought the first half to a close. Second half, Juju Spencer with 4 defenders slowed down the play which split the defenders like the Red Sea and scored. Spencer would finish the game with 4 goals for the Panthers, but it wasn't enough to counter Bekalitsky's 7 for the Yellow Jackets. The Panthers fall to 3-7 while Hastings improves to a 5-6. That does it for this week in local high school sports. I'm Nick Gutierrez.
Don't be puzzled. We need your contributions to complete our new studio mural. Here's Sebastian Hall, who met with local artist Jamie Lynn Weisinger.
Hi, I'm Sebastian Hall and I'm reporting for The Local Live. I'm standing here at the LMC TV studios and hanging behind me is our new puzzle piece mural. And this is how it works. Members of our community have already contributed to the mural by purchasing one of these pieces. You can also be a part of the mural by selecting one of these pieces, and once you have selected it, we'll place it on our wall. Now, I want to head over to the art studio and hear from Jamie, the artist herself. We're here with Jamie Lynn from Made My Art Design and Experience, and she's going to tell us about her inspiration for the new mural for LMC TV.
So one thing that's very symbolic of Mamaroneck to me is the lighthouse that's located on Boston Post Road in Harbor Island Park. Another thing that I wanted to include were cherry blossoms, because every year the entire park turns pink in the spring when the cherry blossoms are in bloom. So one thing that you can see in the artwork is that there is a body of water that is flowing across the entire piece, and I wanted to incorporate as the focal point the Long Island Sound, because it is something that brings Larchmont and Mamaroneck together. What I decided to include in the Larchmont area was the gazebo that's in Manor Park. It's a beautiful gazebo. It overlooks the entire Long Island Sound, and it's something that I think of when I think of Larchmont, and I know that other residents think that as well. Behind the gazebo, you can see there are people. They look like flowers, but they're really meant to represent members of our community. I also incorporated the Route 1 sign from Boston Post Road because it's what connects our two towns.
So how many pieces are in total in the mural and how long it took you to make it?
So there are 50 pieces in the mural, and the entire mural is 6 foot tall by 4 feet wide. And I would say accumulated time is around or over 30 hours.
So far, we have sold 20 pieces. There's 30 more left to go. If you would like to support our cause for our new studio, please log in into www.lmctv.org and go under the Support tab. For The Local Live, I'm Sebastian Hall.
The Larchmont and Mamaroneck Senior Center is holding its 46th annual art exhibition at the Larchmont Public Library. We spoke to art teacher Patricia Miner Sutherland to find out more.
This month at the Larchmont Public Library, the Larchmont Mamaroneck Senior Center art class is holding its annual exhibit.
I'm the art teacher at the Larchmont Senior Center. I've been their art teacher for 49 years, and this is our 48th exhibition. I have about 23 students at this point. They all have very different interests. Some people like to paint in acrylics, other oils, other paint in pastels. And this year the show is absolutely beautiful. It's got a sample of everybody's different styles. The show is open right now at the Larchmont Library, but the reception will be on the 12th of May in the afternoon from 2 to 4:30, and everybody's welcome to come.
Varsha, how long have you been painting with Patricia?
I would say about 3-4 years.
3 to 4 years?
Yes, and I never painted before. I just came here after my retirement and wanted to do something interesting, so I came here. And Patricia really helped me develop the interest in painting and art.
What is your favorite part about painting, and where does your inspiration come from?
Well, the favorite part is the capability of our teacher, because she's a fantastic painter, number one. She's shown her some of her works, and she's a very patient, thorough, adaptive teacher. By adaptive, I mean whatever you're doing, she will enhance and give you ideas and go back and forth with you, so you get more out of yourself than you otherwise would.
Now, any senior that likes to paint is welcome to come and see our class, visit our class, and see if they like it. The Larchmont Senior Center is at the Veterans Lodge on Boston Post Road. The classes are held every Wednesday from 1 to 3 o'clock, and all the paintings are for sale, and they're very well priced. And I hope everybody can come and visit the exhibition and talk to them. They'll all be here, and they'll be very happy to talk to.
The art exhibit is through May 30th. For the Local Live, I'm Connor Ligori.
The Village of Mamaroneck is looking for resident input as it updates its comprehensive plan. The plan focuses on economic, environmental, and physical investments for the future. Through its updates, the village is seeking to identify issues and prioritize projects. To help, go to www.planvom.org and take a questionnaire about the environmental stability of Mamaroneck, a huge factor in the new comprehensive plan update. Comments, suggestions, and ideas are also welcome.
Is your teen interested in film? Then LMC TV's workshop is just for them. Teens write, act, direct, and edit their own films. It's a full filmmaking experience you won't get anywhere else. Our workshop has limited space, so sign your teen up today for a fun, enriching experience. LMC TV, where creativity and community come together.
The popular Movies on the Sand's back. This Saturday, May 5th, LMC TV and the Village of Mamaroneck Recreation Department are co-sponsoring a screening of the movie Coco. It's on the Stephen E. Johnston Beach at Harbor Island at dusk. The movie's free and open to all ages. Just bring your own blankets, lawn chairs, and snacks for a night under the stars. And here's another episode of Scriptly Live by the Howards.
Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Scriptly Live. I'm Kyoda, your host.
Hey guys, I'm Kate, welcome back. So I'm gonna let you all in on a secret. My husband here is guilty as charged with his obsession with the Real Housewives franchise, specifically New York.
Okay, so I only watch it because you do, and to be a supportive husband, I'm gonna sit by you and watch the show with you. But the women are so dramatic and the storylines are so addicting. New York is probably one of my favorites.
Oh, for sure.
I will admit.
For sure. The women's storylines are almost bordering ridiculous. From Bethany's never-ending divorce and custody battle, to Ramona's sexcapades, to Luann's recent arrest and Sonia's life discovery trip to Costa Rica, because she has nothing better to do. The show is a travesty unto itself.
Okay, so honestly, it's one of my guilty pleasures, but on to Filmland. Let's get to film, right? So, Kate, tell us about this upcoming film that you're super excited about, that you want to see and you're giddy already about. Tell us about it.
All right, so on May 11th, Melissa McCarthy is at it again in Life of the Party. I absolutely love Melissa, and I find her comedy, like, so funny. But then again, anything will make me laugh.
So since you guys are, what are you guys on, like some kind of first name basis or something? Like you guys are homegirls or something?
Yeah, we're best friends, see? Here's the proof.
Right,
Like,
okay. So that's a little
it's a selfie.
stalkerish. It's okay, babe.
It's a photo.
We'll talk about it when we get home.
No,
but
but we're
anyway,
friends.
this film does look pretty funny. It's a simple concept. Melissa plays a woman who is going through a divorce, and she wants to kind of reinvent herself by going back to college. Take a look at this clip.
That's why somebody's mom just enrolled in college. I'm referring to myself. I'll see you around the quad.
Nobody says that, Mom.
Well, bring it back. Get ready for the wildlife. I think those guys just checked you out. We're just looking at my smock. It tends to catch the light.
Mom, you're a college girl now, and we gotta make some changes.
No, we don't know where that's been. Oh, God, it's full of hair.
Come on, let me at it.
No! Oh, God, no! What are you, 20?
Okay, I wouldn't
I'm
know that.
20.
Come on, it looks so good. I'll always support you, Melissa.
Listen, well, anyway, guys, that's a wrap, guys. Listen, we'll see you next time on another Scriptly Live. Stay tuned for all our new episodes of Blaxploit and Chick Flick, and continue to follow us on social media, wherever you can find us.
Definitely. Take care, guys.
Later.
Stay tuned. Bye.
And it's time for Pet of the Week, provided by Pet Rescue. Boots is shy and cautious. He likes to hide, but he will come out for treats and affection. Boots is the big brother of last week's Pet of the Week, Biggie. They would love to find a home together. Boots doesn't mind dogs, so make some room in your home for this timid tomcat. E equals cute squared, and you'll be smart to adopt Einstein, a 4-year-old terrier mix. He doesn't mind doing his own thing, but he can also cuddle up to you when you need a friend. It doesn't take a genius to know that Einstein is a pup you could love. For more information on Einstein or Bootsy, please visit ny-petrescue.org. And we are always looking for new volunteers and interns to help produce the newscast. We love hearing from our viewers as well. Email comments and inquiries to thelocallive@lmctv.org. Thank you for watching The Local Live. I'm Maura Carlin. We'll see you next week. Good night.